Hello and welcome to Kids Yoga. It's a little bit of a rainy day out there today, so we're going to hang out inside. Today, I want to start off with a story. It's called The Legends of Bluebonnett. And the Bluebonnett has to do with two things today. It has to do with her doll that she called Bluebonnett, and it's also about a flower. And it's the Texas state flower. It's called Bluebonnett. And a little bit about it is that it came from a tale that the lovely blue flowers they saw growing wild were thought to resemble the bonnets worn by many of the women to shield them from the hot Texas sun. That's how it came about. But this story today about the legend of Bluebonnett is about a little girl who gave up a whole lot to sacrifice for the better and for the better good of her Comanche nation and the Comanche people. And so in Texas, there were a lot of Indians, and they were going through a drought, and they were making sacrifices, and she made an ultimate sacrifice. So I'll have to read the book sometime to find out what it's all about, but the Legends of Bluebonnett. Also know that the Bluebonnett I told you about before, about Miss Rumphius and the lupines that were up in Maine, and that's why we're moving this to Texas, because the Bluebonnett is a form of wild lupine. It's known by other names too, such as buffalo clover, wolf flower, and el conejo, the rabbit. But its most familiar name is the Bluebonnett, and it's a beautiful flower like that. Okay, so today when we go through, we want to do our yoga class so that we pay attention to our bodies. And then as we go through the rest of the day, we want to pay attention to people who are different than us. People have different customs, different ways of going about things, educating ourselves about others and differences. So, and we all do yoga different too. So modify for your body, and let's go to our mats. Today, we're going to start our class down in a child's pose. So let's start with a nice deep breath up to the sky. Take ourselves down. Take a knee back. Take a knee back. Make sure your knees are a little wider than your shoulders. We're going to put our toes together, and we're going to come back and walk our fingers out and just let our head rest on our mat. And we're going to just relax for a minute and get our breath even as we reach through and pull back. And this is a safe pose too. Whenever things aren't good or whatever, you can come down into this child's pose because it's a very safe pose. You can also take your hands back and grab your feet and let your forehead rest. This is called a shell pose. So this is one that kind of ties your whole body together and protects it, kind of like a turtle. Our back is up, our head is down, we're reaching back, and we're containing ourselves. So breathe in deeply and breathe out. Again, breathe in deeply, breathe out. One more time, breathe in deeply, breathe out, extend your arms in front of you again, stretch, and come up into tabletop. So today we're going to do a spinal stretch. We're going to take our right foot back and lift up, and we're going to bring our hand out and then align from our fingertip to our heel, and make sure our head and our neck and our spine and our foot is all in alignment. And then we're going to bring it down. We're going to take our toes out and press back. We're going to lift up, reach out, stretch, and hold that beautiful stretch from our fingertip to the end of our heel, keeping our spine nice and straight. and bringing it down. We're going to put our toes together, press back, walk our fingers out, and stretch our spine again. Take in a nice deep breath through your nose and release it all out. We're going to scoop up and we're going to do a cow with our head on our tail raised, making a U shape out of our back. And then we're going to pull in and rise up and pull our navel with us as we move into cat. We're going to move into cow. And we're going to pull up into cat. And we're going to move into cow. And we're going to move up into cat as we pull up through. And then we're going to neutralize our backs. Make them nice and even and neutral. From here, we're going to press into our fingers and our hands and press back into our toes and lift up into our first downward facing dog, bringing our ears by our elbows. Our back is straight. Our heels are pressing down towards the earth, and we're going to walk the dog. Knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down. We're going to take our right leg up and do a three-legged dog and bring our knee down, bend our knee and bring our heel down towards us and hold. What we're doing here is opening up our hips. We're going to take our leg out again, press through our heel and bring it down. Down to our knees, toes together, pressing back, walking our fingers out and stretching into child's pose. Taking a nice deep breath through your nose and then pulling it all the way down through our belly. Coming up again, we are in all fours. We're going to spread our fingers wide. We're going to press back to our big bones and go up into downward facing dog again. Our ears are by our elbows, so we're stacked up high. We're going to walk the dog again. Knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down. Knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down. We're going to pick up our left leg and press it to the sky and hold. Keep your hips square to your mat. Drop down your heel and hold. Take a nice deep breath through your nose and then release it all the way out. Press through your heel. Come down to your knees. Put your toes together. Press back. Walk your fingers out. Taking a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Slide your hands back. You are in hero pose. Taking a nice deep breath. Hi, kitty. And take a nice deep breath through your nose. And sit back into your hero pose. Again, a deep breath in. A deep breath out. And then come up to your knees. Your knees are shoulder length apart. You're going to take a deep breath in as you reach to the sky, reach up one hand and reach up to the other leg. Half camel, come back and stretch. That should feel good. Reaching all the way back and stretching. Coming up, reaching to the sky and bringing your hands down. Let's lift up again. Breathe into it. Reach up, reach back, take it back. Stretch into it. Take a nice deep breath through your nose and release the breath out. Reach it back up, stretch, and come down onto all fours. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. So we did the cow. We're going to do dolphin now. We did downward facing dog. We did a lot of things from this position. So now we're going to go down on a forearm, down on a forearm. You can lace your fingers if you want. Bring your head down towards your hands. Press back to the big bones and lift up into dolphin. Let's walk that dolphin. Knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down. Once again, knee in, heel down, knee in, heel down. Raising up on our toes, pressing back towards our heels. Coming down to our knees, walking our hands back, taking a nice deep breath back up to the sky, gathering and taking it down. Deep breath in. Let's bring our hands in front of us. Put our toes together in the back, knees a little wider than our shoulders, and we're going to lean back and we're going to pull forward. We're going to lean back and we're going to pull forward, and we're going to lean back and pull forward. Taking a nice deep breath again. Bring your hands down. Push your weight back and come up into your downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to your hands. Soften your knees. Come up into half monkey. Take it back down and fold. Up we go. Circle sweep and bring your hands into heart center. Taking a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. And again, push your shoulders back, taking a nice deep breath through your nose. And release the breath all the way out. Okay, let's do a little bit for our balance now. So I want you to find something that's not moving, okay? And if you need to, maybe you need to be near a chair, or you can have a chair pulled in or whatever and put your fingers on it, or even be close to something that you can put your fingers next to it. But we're going to do the tree. So we're going to turn our foot out, and we're going to open up our knee and our hip. And then we're going to slide our leg up under our knee and try not to hold on to anything. But if you need to, take your finger and hold on to something. If you need to, okay? But we're going to try not to. If you want, and if you feel like you can do it, you can bring that foot above your knee. Press into your thigh. Remember, you can put your finger on something if you need to, but bring your hands out to the side. Taking a nice deep breath through your nose and release that breath. If you want to, you can raise your branches up high. Whoa, there it goes. You can do that if you want. That knocked me off. There you go. Raise them up high and bring them down. Okay, shake it out and let's try the other side. I think I'll be more successful on the other side because I won't be hitting the lampshade, hopefully. I'll stand back. All right, so turn your foot out and you can just stand with your palms open and your shoulders back, taking a nice deep breath. But remember, this is all about balance. So we're going to try to bring that foot up under our knee. Yes, and hold it there. Taking in a nice deep breath and focusing. If you care to, you can bring that foot up even higher. Release. Bring your hands up to the sky. Grow your branches. Bring it down. And then release it down to the floor. So that's our tree pose. And you can just do it and practice that from being on the ground, balancing and holding yourself, and then learning how to bring it up, and then finally getting enough balance that you can bring that leg up and inside. There you go. All right, tree pose. Let's go through a nice little asana, taking it up, breathing it up, taking it back, sweeping it down, coming up into half monkey, coming back down, folding. Now pull your knees and your ankles and your toes together. And what we're going to do is we're going to sit back into a chair. Our knees are over our ankles, and then we're going to sit way back in that chair and try to bring our arms way out front and really stretch through. Breathing in, breathing out, take it down a little further if you can, sitting back in that chair, reaching out, bringing our hands into heart center, taking a nice deep breath. Let's twist and bring an elbow outside the knee and an elbow to the sky, and try to bring your thumbs into heart center as you keep your knees together. Take a nice deep breath in, a deep breath out. Open up if you care to, reaching towards the sky, reaching towards the earth. Breathing in, breathing out, and coming back to heart center. Sitting back, reaching out, stretching through, reaching through your fingers, sitting back over. And then bring your hands to heart center again. Let's twist and turn the other way. Elbow to knee, elbow to sky, thumbs into your breastbone, knees together. Taking a deep breath in, stretch and open towards the earth and to the sky. And bring it back into your center. Lift it up, stretch, and bring it down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Our feet are open as wide as our shoulders. Our hands come down to our side. Our shoulders are back. We are standing strong and tall. Breathing in through our nose and releasing that breath all the way down through. Again, a nice deep breath. And reaching it all the way through. Let's sweep up and let's fold down. Head towards knees, soft knees, flat back and down. Take a foot back. Take a foot back. You are in downward facing dog. Hold downward facing dog. Come down to your knees. Put your toes together. You're back into child's pose. Reach and stretch. Taking a nice deep breath. Come up into all fours. Put a forearm down. Put a forearm down. Take a leg back. Take a leg back. You are now in low plank. Yes, we're holding a low plank today. Taking in a deep breath. Strengthening. If it's too hard for you, by all means, bring your knees down. But hold yourself up at the top. Taking in a deep breath in and holding. Your head, your shoulders, your hips, your heels should all be in alignment. Taking in a deep breath and then releasing yourself down to your mat. When you do that, take a hand, open it up right from your elbows and push your toenails into your mat and behind you. You are in Cobra. We're going to take our chin down and elongate our neck and look at our mat. Taking in a nice deep breath, we're going to press into our hands and try to push up just a little bit and then bring it back down. We're going to fold a hand and take our forehead onto our head onto our forearm. From here, we're going to press into both hands and come up and take it down. We're going to press into both hands, come up, and take it down. And again, a deep breath in as we push up and hold. And bring it down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up into tabletop. It's time to do a pigeon. So to do our pigeon, we're going to take our right leg back, push through our heels, stretch our calf muscle. We're going to lift up that leg and bring it outside of our right wrist and take our leg back. And it really doesn't matter what side you do it on because we're going to do it on both sides, okay? So take it down. Now, if you have a block, you're welcome to use a block, okay? And you can come down to your forearms. That's if you have one, or a pillow, anything really works. But you're going to take this back leg and really stretch it out behind you. Your heel is inside and your knee is outside. And if you need to, you can put the block on this side and come up a little bit if that's, if that works better for you. Or you don't need to use the block and you can take it all the way down again. And hold. Breathe in, breathe out, and open up that knee and that hip, and that back leg is active. Come on up, press into your hands, and then bring that knee back and bring the other one up. Let's do a child's pose in between, okay? Take your toes, put them together. Let's go back and walk our fingers out. Stretch again through our spine, taking in a nice deep breath and releasing that breath all the way out. Coming up into tabletop, we're going to take our left knee and we're going to bring it outside the left hand and take it back, or whichever one you didn't do. Okay. Taking a nice deep breath and make sure that back leg is really stretching out. Once again, you can use your block any way you see fit. This way, this way, this way. Whatever way you see fit. Use your block if you want. But come down and really stretch out through. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Or taking it all the way down again. Stretching. Reaching all the way through. And bringing it back up, and your hands are underneath of you. Taking a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. Coming up into all fours. Put your toes together, press yourself back, walk your fingers out, and stretch your spine. Take a deep breath in. And get rid of the breath all the way out. Come up into tabletop. Bring a knee in and bring yourself around. So today we were talking about how important it is to learn about other people's differences and cultures and all. So this next posture we're going to do is a bridge. And so bridges always connect, and they connect one thing to another. And so while we're building our bridges, I want you to think of ways you can connect and find out something new about someone you didn't know about. You know, we all have access. You're on here, so that means you have a computer. And so it's always good to learn about other people. By the way, look up Bluebonnett today, see what the flower is about, and you might even find the book that you can read about Bluebonnett, the Cherokee Indian. Okay, oh no, she was a Comanche Indian. Yep, bring in your heels and come on back. Bring your heels in even closer, tickles the back of your heels if you can with your fingertips. Tuck your shoulders under. Press into all parts of your feet and lift up your hips to the sky. We're building bridges. Take a nice deep breath and reach to the sky, all the way up. Extend your arms behind you and stretch. And let's lift up again and squeeze behind us and take ourselves back down to our mats. That was good. Let's do another. Press into your feet. Lift those hips up high. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out as you extend. Breathe in as you lift. And take it all back down. Three's a charm. Press into those feet. Lift up those hips. Reach to the sky. Take it back and stretch. Lift back up to the sky and bring it all back down. And now let's bring our knees into our chest and let our back just melt into that mat, taking a nice deep breath through our nose and releasing the breath out. Gathering from behind our knees, let's come up and sit up tall into the middle of our mat. Let's take a leg out. We're going to do what's called half staff. So sit up tall, bring your foot in, take your leg out, take your hands to the side, and then we're going to reach them to the sky, and we're going to go forward towards our toes, really pressing that knee in, reaching, stretching, feeling our hips opening. Breathing in as we come back up and taking it down as we go. Let's bring in the other leg and put it inside and press down our heel and take in a nice deep breath as we reach to the sky, and down we go to our toes. Really stretch through. Breathing in, breathing out. Reaching back up and bringing it down. While we're here, let's take this foot and put it over top of the other leg. Sitting up tall, we're going to twist and turn towards the bent knee and all the way over our shoulder. We're going to look. You can take your elbow and press it a little bit if you want to get a deeper stretch. And then give yourself a hug. Okay, let's take it down. Let's bring the other leg up and put it outside of our knee. Pressing into with our heel and flexing our foot, we're going to turn and twist the other way, putting our elbow, looking over our shoulder, stretching through, breathing in and breathing out, and giving yourself a hug. Now today, I brought a strap. You can use the strap or you don't need to use it. If you don't have one, you can use a scarf or you can just use your fingers. I'm going to show you how to do it with the strap and without the strap, so you'll know how to do it. But if you have a strap, what I want you to do is take that strap and put it over your foot. Bend your other knee, crisscross the strap, hold on to it like you're riding in a buggy, okay? Tuck your chin, take yourself back, lift your leg up. Move the strap and try to bring your knee to your nose. Now, if you don't have a strap, all you're going to do is use your hands to bring your knee to your nose and stretch and hold. And release it down. If you have a strap, you're going to take that strap and you're going to look over one shoulder and take that leg down across the other and open it up. Open up your leg. Now, if you don't have a strap, all you do is hold on to your big toe and take it out and stretch it out and try to keep this foot down onto your mat. If you have a strap, you're going to turn your toes the other way and take it across, pulling gently and looking over to the other side. If you don't have a strap, you grab your big toe again and take it and hold it. Bring it together, bring your knees in, wiggle your toes, take a nice deep breath through your nose, gather from behind and pull yourself up. Okay, now I'm going to do the other side with the strap. Remember, you can just take your fingers in your hands and hold your legs if you want. But learning to use a strap, you can get a much deeper stretch. Kind of a nice thing to do if you don't. So you're going to bend one knee and you're going to straighten the other. The one with the strap on it, you're going to straighten. All right? You're going to hold on to it like you're just holding on to the reins of when you have a horse. You're just going to hold on to those reins. You're going to tuck your chin, pull your navel in, and take it back and pull it towards. Lift your chin and try to bring your knee towards your nose and give your body a really beautiful stretch. Remember, you can do this with your fingers and your hands, just bringing them close to you. Release. Hold on, turn your head the other way, open up and press through your heel and stretch. Wide open, taking a nice deep stretch. Taking a deep breath as you come up, you're going to switch the hands, turn your toe the other way and take it across. Pulling gently, opening up, taking a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Bringing it above you, bringing your knee towards your nose. We're going to hold on to that strap and we're just going to press forward and we pull ourselves up. Kind of fun. Okay? So, if you haven't gotten a strap so far for our yoga classes, see if your mom has one or an aunt or a friend. And if not, you just get a scarf and you can do it with a scarf. No problems. Okay. So we're going to take that and put it off to the side. Taking a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. All right. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take the soles of our feet together and make a nice big diamond with them. We're going to slide our hands down to our toes because this is a counter pose. And we're going to bring our chin to our chest. And we're going to let our back just open up, wide open, taking a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to go a little deeper with flower pose. So we're going to put our heels together, and now we're going to put our toes down on the mat. So our heels are together, our toes are out, our knees are still bent. We're going to reach out under and then open up our hands wide. We're going to bring our chin down to our chest and kind of pull ourselves down a little bit more and feel that beautiful stretch through our back and our psoas muscle. It's the muscle that holds our tops and our bottoms together. So breathe in and give it a good stretch. And breathe out. And bring it around, taking in a deep breath as you do so. So we're getting towards the end of our class today. And so in order to do our final relaxation, I want you to be able to put a foot towards one side of your mat and a foot towards the other side of your mat. And then help yourself down. Down, down, down. Once you get down, I want you to take your palms and put them to the sky so that we're facing up. And this is called corpse pose. And it's the pose that we use for final relaxation. Now, this isn't an easy pose, even though it looks easy, because I want you to teach your body how to relax now. So taking a deep breath through your nose, and then just let everything release down to the bottom of your lungs. We have something called Ujjayi breath. So when we do the Ujjayi breath, we want it to sound like there's a little bit of an ocean in the back of our throat. Taking a deep breath and then let that sound come out at the back of your throat. It's kind of like a Darth Vader sound. Let's try that again, taking a deep breath. And then let the breath go out through your nose and make that sound in the back of your throat like the ocean. And let your body melt down into your mat. One more, a little bit more, just let it melt down in. If you feel you have any stress in your fingers or toes, let it go. Think about your shoulders and your hips. Yeah, just learn how to relax. Think of something happy and pleasant. And then just let everything go. And in yoga, we always have new beginnings. So what we do is we pull ourselves into baby pose now. We're going to take our knees and turn to our side. We call this baby pose. Because it's kind of like a fetal position. And we just hold there and make sure that we're waking up and everything's beginning to function and we feel so relaxed. And then we're going to press down and come up. And we're going to get in what's called our easy seated pose. Okay, sitting up on our sit bones and our knees are open and taking a nice deep breath. Taking the palms of our hands, taking our thumb and our fingers, putting it together. And now taking another deep breath. And let's all go out there today and shine our light. Remember the story of Bluebonnett. Learn about other people, learn about differences, and honor those differences. Namaste. Thanks for coming and working out with me today. So next week we'll have another story. and we'll learn a little bit more about life. So go and enjoy your day. Take a walk, get some cardio, do something fun.